Cool, story. So it's actually pretty convenient we wound up here, because this is where we need to go anyways. Normally I like to go home and talk to the family, the folks, but, I think you get a hint, basically, for going, north at that point, but, really, you got nothing else to do. Who is it? Who would visit here? Oh, there's somebody I can talk to. I see, you're the same as us. Let me open the gate. Don't answer with ellipses. That won't get you anywhere. My name is KT, or Katie for short, as I'm just going to keep calling her Katie. I'll open the gate for you anytime. Just ask for me from now on. So, pretty much, whenever we come here, just ask for Katie. But now then, what the hell are we? How do you do? I'm Katie. This is Trieste, or, to be precise, the area designated is Trieste. It's either Trieste or Trieste, and I think it's actually one of the towns the narrator says. I think he says Trieste. I don't know, I just like saying Trieste. My, this is uncommon to have 2 new visitors in a row here. The people here are the ones who are no longer noticed, a sanctuary for the disregarded. The world would act as if no one was there, even if we were right in front of their very eyes. Our citizens are people and ghosts. Rather than being reminded of our state, we closed our gate to outsiders, but you are an exception! From now on, call my name at the gate and I will open it any time. Yes, Katie's quite nice like that. We, first of all, I believe this is a bordello? Door says boutique, my bad. Voice from the inside. Don't come in, all the dresses and coats here, they're all mine. Yeah, if no one notices me, it means I can do anything. Everything in here, I'm taking it all with me. No matter how good I look in these outfits, no one can see me. Ha ha ha! Being invisible kind of mags. Oh, you want to stay at the inn? Kind of nags away at the brain. Kind of weird wanting to stay at a place like this. Oh well, come in. Might as well save the game. No reason to rest. I don't lose any damage during this particular part of the game. What up, champ? Hopeless merchant. Hi there, new face. I used to work hard, but people kept telling me I hardly left an impression. This business was real slow. If I hadn't wound up here first, I'd have no choice but to close my business. It was only a matter of time. So you can get some actually pretty rad equipment from him. I'm not going to buy the rapier because, honestly, the rate the game's going, I might get the better weapon for yeah, where? Clean, latest outfit, but they're expensive as shit. Fuck, I'd settle for, the honorable armor at this point. Infantry pants, bud and sweatpants. You can't get stuff for Linda yet, she's the next town. Ah, the Mega, okay. I believe I used a Mega Charm. I might as well get a Mega Stone. Toxic Sleep, Seal, and Paralysis. Yes, absolutely. I already managed to get the Mega Charm achievement. I had 5 of those. It's pretty good. I could use more of those, actually. Maybe not 11. Take 6. 20 nuts, that's probably fine. Get like 5 big nuts. Yes, so if you need equipment for Bull, you can get it here. Linda doesn't get crap until the next town. But anyways, oh look, that's a name. Interesting. The Royal Braveheart Salon. At the entrance it says, those who see this should react as if this is a heroes club. What? A heroes club? Here of all places! A heroes club! I want to see comments talking about what a heroic club this is. This is Trieste, easily the most... If I were to write another paper on Okage Shadow King, Earth's house's name is messily carved in. Barely reads Hopkins House! Aw, Hopkins. Guess the world forgot about Hopkins. Poor Hopkins. Door is closed, there's no answer. This is probably, like I said, if I were to write another paper about this game, I would do a dissection of the characters, and Trieste in particular. There are many characters I would like to write about. Some of them are perfectly easy, like Bull is... Evil King likes fighting. That's pretty much the extent of his character. There's a few background moments that are kind of interesting about him, but for the most part, he's a relatively simple character. What is this? Central Theater. The door is closed. Probably the most interesting characters, without spoiling anything currently, are a man we haven't met yet, another man we haven't met yet, Ari and Stan, and Rosalind, maybe. Jolly music's heard all the time. Our voices are not heard at all. The Grab. Ugh. That's a Trieste Station. This is again why I think the Platinum ticket was once something. It's like nothing is here, nothing and nobody's here. Hi there! so the world, so you kicked out of the world. Why would you choose to come here freely? It bothers me. Is there really an inside or an outside to the natural world? But what standard name? But by what standard does nature measure its inhabitants? I suspect that someone's changed the world into an inside world and an outside world. That someone divided reality to his own advantage. As I was saying, Trieste would probably get its own section in that paper. Closed entrance says, Mr. Big. Ink building. See, some of these are new to me. Closed entrance says, Mr. Big Ink building. You know what? See, this is what's so good about Okage Shadow King. It's like, Mr. Big Ink, remember that? Nope! That was forever ago! That's well and truly out of our minds. People have forgotten about Mr. Big and his ink. If we went back to that building, spoilers, it's abandoned. There's no one in that building. Because no one remembers Mr. Big and all his stupid shit. So it got moved here. Door is closed. There's no answer either. God, I love this game. It's such a good game. Anyone who says wrong is an idiot. And I'm talking directly to Mr. Monkshin. I always thought there should be a tiny gear or maybe something along this train track. What wondrous adventures await me past town that way? But no. Anyways, he should be familiar if you've been keeping up. But we'll speak to him in a bit. We have other things to deal with. Is there someone else in the park? No, just benches. I love Trieste. Trieste and several characters will get their own analysis. Part of me wants to write a paper about it, because I can, and I'd like to analyze the characters. Without giving too much away, the character known as Epros in particular I think is incredibly interesting. Did you know there's a girl who's been here a long time? She's even deeper in this than we are, and always crying and wanting to go back. She seems to be able to see the world from here. Says a girl just like her is there, and she sees what the girl sees. But lately, she hasn't been able to see anything, and she's crying. Seems like a pharmacy, but it's closed. Looking in the window, the inside seems empty. Aw. It even says, pharmacy. At the entrance it says, those who see us should react as if they're at a bar. Hey! Alright, have a drink, Johnny! Welcome to the bar. Everyone rounds on me. God, wait, what does that say? Something house. Mania House? Damn, that's a good name. Mania House. Doors closed. There's no... That's Mania. Heaven and Hell. That's another good name for a bar. I would like to meet up a bunch of Okage fans and get drinks and chat about the game with them. I'd also like to think I'm something of a big cheese in the Okage community, because I'm the one who keeps making these damn YouTube videos. And, yeah, I'm also going to go for a speedrun of the game next year, which, there we go. What is it like to be a ghost? And I want to write it. I already wrote a paper about this game for my senior thesis. Got an A on it. Thank you very much. But yeah, I want to do an analysis of all the characters, because the characters I think are very interesting. What is it to be a ghost? You are a ghost because you scare people. Then what am I exactly? Blah, blah, blah. Does he scare people? The entrance that says those should react as if they're in a dance room. Not a dance club. That's not my scene. Maybe a nice quiet bar, you know? A pub. That'd be nice. Sports bar? Maybe. When there isn't a sports night on. Pushing or pulling the door, it won't open. Seems like it should. Go away! Don't even think of coming in without liquor. Or rather, I'd let you in without liquor. If you could make me visible to others, you know? The guys out there? Ha ha ha. Is his name Stout? Shout. I see. It's just a shout. Poor Bins. Yep. There's nothing here. That's the mysterious voice. No ciphertext. No items to exchange. Go somewhere else. That just bang? Oh, it's the bang bang. Door's closed. Scribble at the corner says, Mr. Pollock, you're nasty. That's rather rude to old Pollock. Especially since Pollock is still alive, though we haven't met him. We could have, but we didn't. That just says Cult Z. Jesus. That says Downtown Street. Nice. Oh, you don't need to be scared of me. I don't want any trouble with you. Years and years of being ignored by humans and other ghosts. Empty. So empty. Door is closed. There's no answer either. Poor Cult Zed. Door is closed. There's no answer. Well, didn't want to activate this quite so soon. Ari, where's Ari? Where's Ari gone to? What does it say? Club and then some kanji, I think. I'm right here. Where is Ari? I'm here. This is where I really am. But... what? You've come again? Don't come here. I'm fed up with helping you. You and your lousy make-believe play with your daughter. I'm fine staying here forever. This place is far better than that choking place out there. I never want to see your bearded face again. I believe you can talk to him again. Oh no, yeah, you did have something to me. You come again? Didn't I tell you not to come? I hope it breaks that tiny world of yours. I have a theory about who that man is, but it's only a theory. No sign of anybody. A smell of liquor, tobacco, and alcohol. Oh, no, the smell of liquor and tobacco and other things are in the air. Ah, Trieste. Fascinating town. Fascinating concept for a town, too. Anyways, let's talk to Block. Wow! Whoa! Hey, how are ya? Hey, kid, so it's you. It's me, Block, the ringmaster from the circus. Tried to warn you once, but you wound up here after all. What, you don't know what I'm talking about? Don't you know what's become of you? Haven't you noticed that people seem to outright ignore you sometimes? What? Not just sometimes, but all the time? That's worse than I'd thought. But not to worry, you'll be okay. If I'm doing okay, I'm sure you will too. Once I'd told you that your shadow was thin. What that means is purely my own thinking, but our shadows have reached the limit of their thinness. They're so thin that no one notices us anymore. Like the pebbles on the ground, completely insignificant. Right now in the eyes of the world, you might as well not be there. I'm not being mean or anything. In some ways, we're outlaws. We never conform to society. Anyway, thinking like that helps. Folks here in Trieste are the same as you. They've been this way for quite a while. Somehow, being all alike, we can see each other and talk amongst ourselves. Though out in the world, we remain untouched. Weird, isn't it? It's not limited to people. Places go unnoticed as well. When I first found myself in the state, I totally panicked, but without thinking about it, I found myself in places I'd never been before seen. This was one of them. My symptoms were mild, and I eventually recovered. Once in a while, I'd get ignored or see my own kind, but it was never as bad as that one time. I never thought I'd see this place again, but now here I am. Thanks to that transverse tunnel you guys opened. Oh, you want to know how to get back? Not so fast. There are things you can do and see only when you're in this state, so enjoy it, live it up. Right, I forgot that's how you got into this mess. Well, quite. Well, it's easy once you know the trick. At least it works for me. It's all about speaking for yourself, breaking into conversation here and there, saying that whatever you wish with a confident voice. First, they might not hear you, but keep going. After many tries, you'll suddenly feel a sensation of passing through a wall. Once you reach that stage, come to me again. Now I'll cast a special spell upon you and return you to normal. Well, don't try it with folks in this town. It's not going to work. You can't affect the ineffectual, you know? Your symptoms are so advanced, I'll only be able to restore you barely past the borderline. Try interacting with the world again, but this time be strong. Otherwise, it might happen again. That's about it. Good luck. So yes, Ari, who was so overshadowed and so overlooked that he was forgotten about, now has to completely learn how to not be that way by speaking his mind, developing his own character. And see, this is sort of a big moment in the game as far as, what is it? Compatibility. As a lot of what you say can affect who you're compatible with. Still 2 more areas. Are you excited? There's still 2 more of these. Anyways, we need to start at home first. Which is good, because I have an interesting theory about what's at home. And I'd like to share it with the class. Since I assume you're watching because you like this game. Hello, well, like-minded individuals. You know, if I ever do end up going to a convention or something, I'll, and again, like I said, I was serious about meeting up with people, like, in a bar somewhere and chatting about Okage. For, like, a night. Having drinks, getting to meet people, that sort of thing. Somebody's working on a fanzine. I'd like to meet them. I'd like to talk with them. The only reason I didn't, you know, get in touch with the person for the fanzine, I wanted to talk about it. I should have done a plug. I linked it in, like, the first video. I think that link's in the description. But, I think I mentioned the art contest now I think about it. Hey, the fountain's running. Yes. What was I on about? Yeah, I was serious about meeting up people who like Okage. I'd like to meet the people that, who's running the Okage fanzine. I would love to meet that person. Chat about Okage with them. Swap theories, Talk about how good the characters are. Flip off Falmunction. Bring him along purely so we can flip him off. You can turn the map on and off by pressing, R2. There you go. But, yeah, provided, there's actual interest in that sort of thing. If I ever find myself going to a convention, I'll make a video and saying, hey, I'm gonna be here. You want to meet up and talk about Okage? Let's do it. I'm not terribly afraid of weirdos attacking me in that particular state, as, yeah, the only people that would see it are on my YouTube channel, so, you're already sort of weird enough to be following me on YouTube anyways, and hey, meeting me could be a fun evening. Get some drinks, chat about Okage. I think that's a swell time. Wish I had drinks with me right now. Tari's room! What are you going to do? Talk to Annie! Whatever, I'll save. Might as well, right? Anyways, Annie. This is about the time Mom asked me to get the bread. Maybe I should hide in here. It's a vacant room anyways. Mom, Annie's here. So, the third option is usually not gonna work. Because, there's two things with the third option. Well, technically three. One, Ari thinks it. Two, it usually doesn't relate. And I'm not saying these are combined, I'm saying it's more the other. One chance is that Ari thinks it. The other thing about the third option is that it might not relate to the conversation. So, wow, I need new bedspread. You're not really adding anything to this conversation, you see? You're just sort of changing the subject. But if you go, hey, this is my room, then you've added something, haven't you? Now, this is the part of the game everyone hates, and gameplay-wise, that's understandable. Pretty much what he was saying there was you need to go around the entire world and talk to everyone. And yeah, it's tedious. Actually, I don't think it's that tedious, but I'm aware maybe she ran away. Got me. And he has responsibilities? Sometimes the third option does work, but again, I don't like being sarcastic like that. Maybe she ran away. Oh, Annie. She knows she's the only one who has time for this. Where is she hiding? Upstairs in my room. Yeah, some people find it tedious. I understand why. I personally do not, because again, I love this part of the game, story-wise. For those of you keeping track, that symbol on the floor is the same one Ari stood on. Revival of the Great Evil King and the appearance of the Great Hero. I don't know what's going on, but it's big, really big. You never change. Yeah, it started with your bottle. Maybe I can get a bunch of interesting artifacts in this confusion. Wow, I bet I can get something even better than the bottle. Wherever that bottle may be now. Anyways, yeah, so, like I said, tedious part of the game. Again, I don't think so, but many people do. I understand why. I like it. Pretty much. Honestly, I think if you're in the game this far, you might as well go for it, but, in my opinion, once you're past the Escapeless Abyss, you might as well play the game to the end. The Escapeless Abyss is an ass, but if you can get through it, good things await you. So here's my theory regarding Ari's family. For those of you in the know, you already know what Ari's all about. Yet the grandmother remembers who we are. And the only people that are supposed to do that are these people who are forgotten about, right? Right. Yet she can't see me. So, alright, I guess I'm gonna have to spoil some stuff here for my theory. Ari is what's known as a delinquent, I believe. Renegade, delinquent, something like that. Basically, that whole classification table thing, he was never really meant to be there to begin with. He's sort of a glitch in the system, as it were, and that is referred to as a delinquent later on. My theory is that Grandma here remembers who we are, even though we've been forgotten about. Corrected, as some might say, by the world. We were forgotten about completely, except by her. So I think whatever it is that makes us a delinquent is hereditary, and that our grandmother is also in possession of that particular trait, as it were. Now, she didn't succumb to it, per se. She never became forgotten about like we were, but she is the one carrying the gene, for lack of a better word. And maybe it skipped a generation and passed it on to Ari. Because she remembers us, and no one else in the family does. So, that's my theory. I don't know it's not going to be confirmed or denied one way or the other, but hey, how are you? There it is. So, let me know what you think, once again. What a funny name. Who is Ari? See what I mean?